So yes, I have a new album out. It's called Cosita Divina.
Cosita Divina, you cute little thing, and your brown eyes and your cheeky smile. You know that I love you and keep thinking of you, and I hope you stay for a while. Dancing in the moonlight, you're holding me so tight, querido, never let me go. Take me out all night, you set my heart alight, and when I'm with you, I just can't say no. I want you more and more, more. Oh, te quiero mucho, mi amor.
I guess a lot of people are going to be wondering what Cosita Divina means, and I'd say the English translation, the best kind of feel, or what we'd say in English for Cosita Divina is when you see something that you love that's cute, you know, perhaps like a new little baby or your gorgeous girlfriend or your gorgeous boyfriend or your husband or your wife, you sort of grab their cheeks and you, oh, Cosita Divina. It's something that having a Latin American husband, and my parents-in-law and my sisters-in-law are South American, and we hear that phrase a lot, Cosita Divina. And so that inspired me to write the title track for this album. I took myself on the show, on the TV show The Voice, and one thing led to another, and I was ending up working with the fabulous Ricky Martin. And during my time through that process of being on the TV show and with my love of Latin music, I just thought really the next thing for me to do, or what I'd love to do next, is immerse myself in a Latin project and see what I come up with.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
A track on the album called Donde Estabas Tú, which is Where Were You, is a fantastic piece. It's a Cuban piece that has been in my life for many, many years. The Buena Vista Social Club, I'm sure that many people are as much of a fan of as I am. They did a fantastic version of this with a wonderful, wonderful Cuban singer called Omar Portuando, who I'm a big fan of. And I love this track so much that I didn't actually want to do anything different to it. I just wanted to basically do a transcription, to honor this piece, and we tried to record it as authentically as we could. And so, yeah, we had a lot of fun with that piece. I said to the boys before we started recording, okay, so we're going to record this, and you're all going to be singing on this track as well. And they were like, what? I actually loved watching, especially, he'll hate me for saying this, especially Tim Firth on the drums. When he found out that he had to be singing, it was interesting. We were all standing in a circle around some mics, and I was teaching the guys, Donde estabas tú? Donde? Like, it's where were you? And Tim afterwards, Tim was sweating it out, and he said, God, Pask, it's making me sweat. I don't want to ever be a singer. I don't want to be a singer. I just want to play the drums. And I said, well, that's probably why you are a drummer. And I'm not a drummer. I'll sing, you play the drums, we'll keep it that way.
¿Dónde estabas tú?
¿Dónde estabas tú?
Another original that is on the album is called Kukukuru, and you'll hear it when you listen to the track. But Kukukuru is remnants of the sound that the doves make. You know, that kind of sound that they do, and I've kind of taken that idea and translated it in. Kukukuru is how the doves say "I love you," and then it's floated off into this romantic piece that was inspired by, again, you know, being in love and waking up in the morning and you're tussled around in the white sheets of bed and you're with your lover and the morning's coming and you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want that moment to end, and it's just one of those cute little love ditties that, again, I wrote with Jonathan Swartz and Ilan Kidron, and yeah, I hope you like it. I was over hanging out with my mate Phil Stack at his house, as we do a lot, and we're mucking around with, either original songs or songs like the Beatles and looking at reworking arrangement-wise. And we came up with And I Love Her, and we were working on it. And I said to Phil, as we were shedding it out, I had a really strong sense of my mum. I know this is one of those stories, and it does go to a really tender, sore spot, weird place, but it just happened. We finished the rehearsal at Phil's place, and I got in my car, and just before I drove off, I thought, I'm going to call Mum and say, hey Mum, I've come up with this beautiful arrangement of a Beatles song. I know you love the Beatles, and I'm going to record it. I know I'm going to dedicate it to you. So I called with this idea to ring Mum and Dad, and rang up, and my dad answered the phone, and he was quite flustered. And I was like, hi Dad, Sam, on this high about to explode about how excited I was about this arrangement that I came up for, And I Love Her for Mum. And Dad said, oh, hi love, look, now everything's okay. We're just in the ambulance, and I was like literally knocked for six. I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, we're not 100% sure, but we think your mum's had a stroke. And I was like, what? I was completely shifted from the moment that I was in after I finished rehearsing at Phil's place to then Dad saying that. I'm not going to cry because everything's totally cool now, but it was just taking me back to that moment. He said, we think your mum's had a stroke. Everything's fine. We're in the ambulance. We're on the way to the hospital. So I, of course, started my car up, turned direction from heading home, and just headed straight down to the hospital where Mum was. And sure enough, yeah, she stayed in hospital for a week, and they did all the tests, and she had her, MRI thing, and sure enough, she'd had quite a big stroke. My mum is 100% okay. She recovered so incredibly well from her stroke. And it was just one of those weird spaces in time that was creating a thing, and she was on my mind, and that was happening. I was unaware of it. So anyway, it's a weird thing. So I love that this track is included on the album because it means so much to me. Batucada for me, it's been recorded quite a few times, but I really wanted to add a fresh flavour, a new approach to this track. So I was hanging out with Phil Stack, the bass player on the album, who's also a dear friend of mine. And we were jamming. We often get together and jam at his place, and I came with the idea of Batucada, and I said, okay, so this is the original version of Batucada, but I don't want to do it like that. I want it to be like this kind of funky, groovy, blazing horns, really exciting piece.
Batucada surgiu, nenhum branco ficou. Quis ser branco tocou. E pouco amor, canta amor que o mais branco, que o sorriso do negro que nasceu só sem cor, cheio de amor. E vai vivendo, vendo a vida terminar, chorando tanto porque nunca pode amar. Mas a vida se vai e preciso sambar, fazer samba e viver e não morrer. A batucada surgiu, nem um branco ficou. A batucada, nem um branco ficou. A batucada surgiu, nem um branco ficou. A batucada, nem um branco ficou.
So there you have it. Cosita Divina is my new musical offering to you, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it.
Te quiero mucho, mi amor. I want you more and more, more. I want you more and more, more. I want you more and more, more. Oh, te quiero mucho, mi amor. Shut up and be that.